Even though it's not the new year yet, like so many other people, I want to start some new habits in these last 6 weeks of 2023 in order to set myself up for success for 2024. I've already started with setting myself up for the new year by decluttering and cleaning my space earlier this month, and that led me to keep those spaces tidy, and that was also just such a relief for my brain. My mindset, my mood has absolutely gotten such a positive boost from all of that. Really already feels like a fresh start. I continued that trend this weekend by giving my desk where my laptop lives a bit of a makeover, and I really had to organize this gear closet. It was a huge mess and it was preventing me from working efficiently when creating these videos. The next thing I worked on in this past weekend is a digital decluttering. Cleaned up my desktop and I put up an inspiring background, finally, instead of what the computer came with. I cleaned out the email inboxes and my digital second brain where I plan all my content, and that I do in Notion. I feel like I created an environment that represents where I want to be going with my life. I've set up my physical environment so that I can keep up with healthy habits and be effortlessly productive. At least, that's the intention. Alright, now that everything is decluttered, clean, and looks fresh, I can start planning for next year. But of course, the first thing that I needed to do is reflect on this year, 2023. And yeah, it was, like I said, a bit of a cluster. Our family suffered the loss of a loved one. We also lost one of our dogs, and she was with me for 14 years. And some other difficult things happened that were pretty hard on me. Maybe you've had a hard year as well, and due to life happening, you may have not hit every goal that you have set for yourself. And that's okay. Don't stress about the goals that you didn't stick to. Don't dwell on what went wrong, but put your focus on what you did manage to accomplish anyway. That way you can remind yourself that you can do hard things and carry that strong feeling over to the next year. This is what I did for my 2023 reflection. I kept it relatively short. I wrote down my top 3 favorite memories. Finding the moments of light amongst the darkness really gave me a positive feeling, and I realized that the year wasn't all that bad. Then I looked at the goals that I wanted to achieve and noted the ones that I did achieve and the ones that I didn't. I also decided which ones of the not completed goal I was going to carry over to next year. And with thinking about what I want to accomplish in 2024, I keep in mind that we as humans, we keep evolving. I'm drastically overhauling my life, and the things that were important to me in this year mostly are no longer serving me, and I don't want to carry that through to 2024. As a side note, I did my overall reflections and a bit of a brain dump session about 2023 digitally on my phone. And I have been a digital journaler, mostly because I used to travel the majority of my time, and having paper planners would just not be practical. I'm going analog for 2024. I purchased a Hobonichi 5-year journal and a Midori Hibino planner. It really doesn't matter if you journal or plan digitally or with pen and paper if you ask me, but I'm doing pen and paper for 2024. I'm aiming to plan each week out on Sunday night and do that in the Hibino planner. And please forgive me if I pronounce all these names wrong, by the way. And also use that for journaling every morning and some habit and mood tracking. Okay, so what about other goals for 2024 other than a daily journaling practice and an analog weekly planning system? Well, I usually start the year off by setting huge, ambitious goals. But this year, I'm taking a different approach. This year, I'm really focusing on how I want to feel, like the overall vibe for the year. This year, I really want to embrace all the changes in my life and feel okay with it. I want to try new things, I want to be more creative, and I want to be more open to new ideas and meet new people and be comfortable in new situations I might find myself in. Being okay with change, that's my intention for 2024. I have no clue what I can expect from 2024. But with being fully open and okay with change, I think I'm setting myself up to have a great year. How about you? How do you want to feel in the new year? Do you have any specific intentions for 2024, or are you setting some real hardcore goals? In order to kickstart my vision for 2024, I decided to very intentionally design my ideal day, and I wrote down the habits and routines that I want to adopt to live more intentionally. Every day is an opportunity to reset and work on whatever it is you want to accomplish. So if I have a day that doesn't go according to my planned ideal day, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. It is just a guideline. For the first time in years, I'm in charge of when I wake up and when I go to bed. Because for years, this was mostly dictated by my job. I feel very fortunate that I have the means to be able to hit the pause button and take a year to reset and recover from my burnout. Creating these videos is absolutely part of that journey. It feels like journaling, using sounds and images to convey what I'm thinking and feeling. Next video, I'll show you my daily routine as I've designed it now, and it'll be a lot of fun to film that. Taking a step back, assessing how life went in a certain period of time can help us gain perspective on what's most important and what really isn't. You can always hit that reset button when you want to, and you don't have to keep feeling down about what didn't go well or what was awful in the past. But it does take a lot of guts to hit that reset button on life. At least that's how I'm experiencing it. And I admire each and every one of you that's brave enough to do so.